Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're gonna be reacting to
Some K-pop news.
Hey
Let's
everyone.
go.
Did SSERAFIM Copy Espresso, breaking down the Twitter
They
drama?
did not.
They didn't.
They did
No,
not.
There's nothing about unless the other song Ash. We haven't reacted to that one, but based on the two songs we
Oh,
did do,
okay.
there's no espresso. There's decaffeinated.
Welcome back to the channel.
Yeah.
As you know, I'm in my toxic era, which means I've officially returned to Twitter, where free speech is free. But so is the non-stop delusion. It's been a while
Firing shots at YouTube.
since I immersed myself in the chaos. And let me tell you, the discourse surrounding SSERAFIM's latest comeback has been interesting,
You know,
to say the
I
least.
cannot get into Twitter. That's the one platform
don't
I
use it
don't
either.
understand how to use it.
I mean, I understand how to use it. I just don't use it. I mean, I don't use no social media really. So
No, like understand to use it, like for me to use it all the time. Like it seems like it's a lot of effort.
I don't know.
So today, we're going to break down this so-called controversy. Did SSERAFIM really copy Espresso? Or is this just another case of Twitter doing what it does best, reaching? We'll also talk about my thoughts on their comeback, the forced hate they're receiving,
You know,
and why fandom seems
what if this was like the opportunity for SSERAFIM to get a collab with Sabrina Carpenter by doing a song that kind of was a hint of espresso,
But
and then we got a surprise job with Sabrina on the remix?
but there's no hint of espresso here.
Yeah, I know, but what if it was, and the people kind of spoiled that kind of reveal? Because how would you know if Sabrina not interested in collabing with SSERAFIM?
If there was, there was. Here, there isn't. So
No.
seem to be getting more toxic by the day. If you enjoy this kind of content, make sure to like, subscribe, and follow me on Twitter. Let's be toxic together. Now, let's get into it. So, where did this whole idea even come from? Why are some fans convinced that SSERAFIM's comeback is a copy-paste of Espresso? Now, I'll admit, there are some
Yeah.
surface-level similarities, whether it's the visual style or certain production elements. But the real question is, does that automatically mean it's a copy? When you actually analyze both, it's pretty clear that they have different creative directions. But of course, Twitter is Twitter, and some fans have taken it way too far. I've even seen people go as far as editing the Espresso music video to have the same yellowish tint as
okay, we gotta stop this. So yellowish tint now means a copy. So anytime somebody uses that retro tint, they're copying somebody else because somebody used that first. Like, come on, you gotta stop. There's nothing similar about these music videos whatsoever. Nothing similar about the music videos. Nothing similar about the songs. Nothing similar about nothing. Stop it.
SSERAFIM's
Stop it.
hot MV,
Come on.
just to make their argument seem more convincing. Like, be for real. If you have the time to recolor an entire music video just to push a narrative, maybe it's time to touch some
So
grass.
are they
Now let's
talking about hot? Because that's so hot.
I get the tattoo, not the tattoo, the tan line. I'm sure Sabrina didn't invent this, but okay, if you want to say it reminiscent of that, did they borrow the idea? Maybe this one idea, sure, but that's the only
Probably
thing.
they say that because right now Sabrina, that song is mainstream.
Yeah, I get it, but that's the only thing I can see like at least remotely similar. Like this, the tan, okay, fine, I can give them that. That's similar, but that's where it ends.
talk about something that's honestly more concerning than the actual plagiarism discourse. The way fandoms are handling this. I've been noticing a lot of forced hate toward SSERAFIM. And what's even crazier is that a good chunk of it is coming from MICE, aespa's fandom, which is wild because, as far as we know, the two groups don't even have bad blood. If anything, some of the members are actually friends.
From who?
Espas fandom.
Yeah.
What are you confused about?
Let it play out.
So why are fans acting like they're sworn enemies? At the end of the day, we all know how K-pop Twitter operates. People love to turn everything into a war. And half the time, it's not even about the music. It's about pushing an
So
agenda.
is the fan
SSERAFIM
club that's saying that, oh, it looks like espresso?
Yeah, Espas fans are saying that.
Why?
I mean, they hating on SSERAFIM.
What? But how do you hate from within? That's what I don't understand.
I mean,
I thought this was like outsiders saying that. I don't understand how SSERAFIM is fan.
not SSERAFIM, Espas fans are saying that.
Oh.
Are you listening? Or what are
What's
you
the
doing?
beef? What's the
I mean,
beef?
the beef is
What's the beef?
SSERAFIM's
Wait,
vocals
I
are
just-
questionable. Espa don't sing live, so they're kind of firing shots at each other. One can't sing, the other don't sing. So it's like, who's worse? Pick your worse, somebody who tries and can't, or somebody who don't.
Completely. I don't
Like,
understand.
God
So
damn.
what's the tea?
I'm telling you what the tea. One don't sing live, the other can't sing but can't. Well, to be fair, SSERAFIM has improved, but still.
They have improved.
Yeah, so it's like that's the beef basically. They're beefing which is worse. You don't sing at all, or you sing but you flop.
But what's
Like,
the past history for them to do?
well, they're competitors, so they're it's normal.
Isn't the first group to get this kind of backlash, and they definitely won't be the last. Now, as for my opinion on their comeback, I think it was okay. Not bad, but also not mind-blowing. The
They had
biggest
a
issue
comeback?
for me, the song length. Why was it barely 2 minutes
SSERAFIM?
I thought she said Espa.
No, we talk about SSERAFIM here.
Okay.
and 20 seconds?
Why are you so
It felt like
confused?
watching
Go
a YouTube
back. She
short
sounded like she
instead of
said
a full track.
Espa's
That
comeback.
being said, I did like Hot, but personally, I think Ash was the stronger song. And before anyone
I
gets
need to
mad,
see what this
music
Ash is
subjective.
going on.
The thing
What's
is,
Ash?
they said it's banned in Korea, so I don't know if you're going to see it.
Oh.
And I don't really want to react to like a track. So I'm hoping
Oh.
they're going to do something, maybe like go to
Performing live.
Philippines or Japan and do live or something.
We all have different tastes, and that's okay. What's not okay is forcing unnecessary hate onto a group just because they're your fave's competition. At the end of the day, this entire situation is just another reminder of how messy stan culture can get. SSERAFIM didn't copy Espresso. People just love to find reasons to fight. And honestly, instead of wasting energy trying to bring a group down, maybe just focus on your own faves. Anyway, that's it for today's.
All right.
You know, one thing about SSERAFIM, they look like a normal like girl group. There's not like really like an aesthetic per se, like
About the visual?
Yeah,
And welcome back to the channel.
like comparison to Espa, you know they're gonna give you the silvers, the metals, the black, like type of vibe. But when you think of SSERAFIM, they like come with their clothes. Like I feel like they they come with their clothes. Like they look like regular girls. They
comes
like
naked.
they come like they're like the girls next door.
Right, they're casual.
They're like
I
very
get it.
casual. Like they
I
don't.
like SSERAFIM. It's a
Yeah,
cool
I
group.
don't mind them.
Yeah, I think they're a good group.
I thought that was like the leading group when we first reacted to Perfect Night.
Yeah, because the Perfect Nine was
Yeah,
that song. Yeah,
yeah, when we
our
first came in,
first reaction
yeah.
was Perfect Nine. To them, it was like, oh wow, yeah.
And then we
Yeah.
saw Espa, but
Espo's, yeah. Oh, I bring the drum.
that
hot
was
too.
fire.
Yeah. Anyway, Kim Sae Ron's father speaks out, exposing gold medalists and Lee Jin Ho's alleged. Who the fuck is Lee Jin Ho? Okay.
Just
Today, we're diving into a
lies.
deeply emotional and highly controversial issue involving the late actress Kim Sae Ron, her family, actor Kim Soo Hyun, his agency gold medalist, and YouTuber Lee Jin Ho. Recently, Kim Sae Ron's father released a powerful and emotional statement through the YouTube channel Garicero Research Institute, addressing what he claims to be lies and unethical behavior from both gold medalist and Lee Jin Ho. His statement raises serious concerns about how the situation was handled and the role of the media in shaping public perception. Let's break down the key points from his statement and analyze what this means for everyone involved. 1. The legal dispute between Kim Sae Ron and gold medalist. One of the biggest revelations from Kim Sae Ron's father's statement was about gold medalist's legal notice, demanding $700 million KRW, about $482,000 USD, from the late actress. According to her father, the agency never properly explained the situation to Kim Sae Ron before sending the legal demand. He also stated that when she tried to contact them for clarification, she was ignored. If true, this raises questions about how gold medalist managed its relationship with one of its former artists. The key issue here is whether gold medalist was legally justified in sending the notice, and if so, whether they handled it in an ethical manner. Was this simply a legal process? Or was it a cold and calculated move, with little regard for Kim Sae Ron's well-being? Additionally, her father questioned why the agency was pushing an embezzlement narrative, while simultaneously demanding repayment from Kim Sae Ron. If this was truly about embezzlement, shouldn't they be pursuing legal action against the individuals involved, rather than demanding money from her? These are serious accusations, and if proven true, they paint gold medalist in a very negative light. 2. The allegations against Lee Jin Ho. Moving on to the second major issue. YouTuber and former reporter
Because
Lee Jin
how
Ho
I remember is that gold medalists had to show that they were actively trying to collect on the debt.
Yeah, I remember that as well.
is involvement.
So with them, what they're saying is that how they did it, it was improper and aggressive.
I don't know, I guess.
Kim Sae Ron's father accused Lee Jin Ho of spreading false information and making personal attacks against his daughter. Even after her passing, one of the main points of contention was a video where Lee Jin Ho allegedly ridiculed Kim Sae Ron for posting a photo with Kim Soo Hyun. questioning her motives and mental
This is
state.
the
Her
YouTuber.
father
Yeah.
strongly denied Lee Jin-ho's claims that she was letting loose and seeking attention after her DUI scandal. Instead, he argued that she posted the photo out of frustration, hoping for some kind of response from Kim Soo Hyun and gold medalist after they ignored her repeated attempts to communicate. This brings us to a critical issue: the ethics of entertainment reporting. Lee Jin-ho, as a media figure, had a responsibility to fact-check his claims. Instead, he allegedly spread speculation and misinformation, portraying Kim Sae Ron as unstable and reckless without concrete evidence. Her father's emotional response raises an important question.
I don't know.
I mean,
That argument could be made against the KSR or whatever institute that the pictures, the mother's claims. Then they just release the mother's claim without like having no evidence to back it up. I don't know. I don't know if they
I think
he has to like fact check, and that's kind
he's
of
trying to protect his daughter.
no, the father. I get whatever the father said, but I'm part of the YouTuber. I don't know if he has to fact check per se. I mean, if it's his opinion,
Did he believe? Did he believe it was credible?
I think what matters is how he said it. If he presented it as a fact, yes, maybe that's problematic. But if he gave his opinion and he said, I think this is
How did
what
he get those
happened,
photos?
I don't think it's what photos.
Did he release the photo? No, well, no.
Honestly, I don't know what the fuck he did. I don't even, first time hearing that name, but
Well, pretty much, this was the YouTuber. He said he got online and started talking about her behavior after the DUI, kind
Yeah.
of bashing her even
yeah.
more.
So he was saying that she did it like for money or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But if he portrayed that as his opinion, he doesn't have to fact check it. He's entitled to that opinion. It's like how we sitting here, we entitled to have an opinion too. I don't have to fact check. Nothing is my opinion. Like I'm not
Mhm.
presenting this is what happened. I'm saying I believe this is what happened. And that word believe makes it an opinion. Doesn't make it a
I
fact.
wonder why him in particular too.
Honestly, I don't know why we talk about this guy too. What
Maybe because
he
he's
has
the
to
only one
do.
who put up his face.
I don't know, but
Because the others, you don't see others put up their face.
because by that logic, as I said, the KSR Institute, whatever its name is also they kind of released the mother's opinion, and now that opinion might eventually turn out to be a fact. And we are kind of assuming at this point it became a fact after dispatch and interfered in their investigation, but at the time of release it wasn't a fact yet. So I disagree with her statement here.
Should there be stricter accountability for YouTubers and media personalities who discuss celebrity controversies? 3. The industry's response to
No,
Kim.
I don't think so. That's takes away from freedom of speech. Then you can't have a
Yeah.
discussion. The whole point of
That's-
discussion is to have, and like often we play devil's advocate. I play devil's advocate a lot. I love playing devil's advocate. So like that takes that away. Like what? That's not
Yeah.
freedom of speech.
And she used a keyword controversy.
Yeah,
Meaning
like-
there's a lot of interpretations, a lot of like feelings and attitudes towards it that is not factual, it's opinion.
Yeah, and like I mean, it sucks that the lady took her own life, but it's nobody else's fault but her. Like let's stop blaming everybody else at the end of the day. You
Yeah.
can't blame the parents because she took her own life. You can't blame
No.
the guy because she wasn't strong enough to stay in this life. That's on her. Like I'm sorry, it sounds harsh, but
Or she
it
didn't
is.
seek out like
Yeah,
for help.
it's-
Because
we-
there's many choices
Yeah,
before you get to that point.
Exactly. We
And
can't keep
it seemed
blaming
like
everyone.
it seemed like it was also quite calculated because it was on his birthday, so
Yeah.
it was intended to send a message to him.
Yeah.
So her ego, her pride, her pettiness really was the demise of herself.
Yeah, like we can't keep blaming. Oh, this person at fault. That
Yeah.
person at fault. No, it's her own decision. Nobody's at fault. She wanted that. That's what she wanted. She took that decision, and that's her decision. She's free to make that executive choice for her life. I mean,
But we can criticize saying it's a poor choice.
yeah, yes, it's a poor choice, a horrible choice, but it's her choice. In another video, I don't know if it was her, Kpop spy trying to blame the parents.
Yeah,
No,
you
no,
can't do
it's not the
that.
parents, it's not the aunts, it's not the
No.
Kim, whatever his guy, other Kim guy, because they're both Kims. The guy, the actor who was like the groomer, it's not his fault. It's her fault. It's
I
her
think that's why
decision.
she did it like isolated by herself, so no one else can like get involved with her choice.
Yeah, it's her choice. Like it's her life. She has that ultimate decision on her life. She did it. Like it's not.
But
It sucks.
mind
But
you, it's stupid choice. Don't
it's
do that
stupid.
choice.
It sucks. But like, let's stop looking for people to blame.
Sae Ron's passing. Another heartbreaking part of the father's statement was his claim that while many industry professionals, former co-stars, staff members, and bodyguards attended Kim Sae Ron's wake, neither Kim Soo Hyun.
And that's a problem when people do that. It's their decision, but it starts impacting others, especially the family members. Then, because the family members, oh my God, it's my fault. Then it ruins their life because they think it's their fault. It's a selfish decision they did.
Especially if she leaves no note, no explanation, no nothing.
I think she did leave a note. I don't know. But it's a selfish decision. She was being selfish at that time. Let's not if anybody we should feel bad for is her parents, not for her.
Yeah. Because I feel like, this was a selfish decision in response to another selfish decision by gold medalist and
Kim,
the boyfriend.
Kim, the guy, whatever his name is.
That's why two wrongs don't make a right.
Yeah, like if you wanna, fight, then put up a fight, put up the boxing gloves, and let's go to the ring. Let's do that. Not take your own life, give up, and then everybody's trying to go blame the you can't blame the parents. Like, you can't. It's not my parents' fault whatsoever.
Okay.
Like, that's
Nor anyone from gold medalist showed up. This has sparked outrage among fans, who believe that regardless of the legal disputes, attending the wake would have been the right thing to do. If Kim Sae Ron was truly one of the founding members of gold medalist, why did no one from the agency pay their respects? Of course, there could be reasons for their absence that we don't know about, but the optics of this situation are undeniably bad for the agency. 4. The bigger picture, media and mental health in the entertainment industry. This controversy is about more than just legal disputes and personal grievances. It highlights a much larger issue in the entertainment industry: the treatment of struggling celebrities by agencies, the media, and the public. Kim Sae Ron was trying to rebuild her life after her DUI scandal, even taking a cafe job to make ends meet. Yet, instead of being given a chance to move forward, she was mocked and scrutinized. Her father's statement suggests that she was unfairly portrayed by media figures like Lee Jin-ho, which may have contributed to her emotional distress. This raises the question: how much responsibility should
and
doesn't help.
Yeah, but Lin Ji-ho is definitely not at fault here. He is not at fault for her doing whatever she did.
agencies,
But
the media,
but also he didn't help, like, in the sense that you have to be responsible with what you say too online, in the sense that you are impacting people. So if you're saying these things, you don't say it as facts. You say it as, oh, this is your opinion.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the key word.
and the public bear when a celebrity faces hardships. When does criticism cross the line into harassment? And how can we, as consumers of entertainment news, demand better accountability from those who report on these issues? At the end of the day, Kim Sae Ron's father's
When does it cross to harassment?
When I think what the celebrity has to come forward and say, this is not helping my mental state. I think that's very clear to signal everyone to, like,
Okay, but why would I care about her mental state as a YouTuber? That's not my job. I'm getting paid to talk about this. I don't give a fuck about her mental state. That's on her to get her shit together.
She can say
imagine
no,
now
but
I'm gonna start to worry about everybody's mental state.
No. Listen,
then every reaction we do would be like,
no,
oh, it's
listen.
a great.
She can come out.
Nobody.
She can come out and say this, but then she has to take active steps to protect herself from consuming that content.
Exactly.
Not reading, not watching. But
Stop watching this.
she can
reading
come
it.
out to let everyone know, okay, this is affecting me. And then, maybe you get some people who can back off, lighten up a
Nah.
little bit. But then
you
she
don't
can
show
also
weakness whatsoever. If you come out, this is affecting me.
well,
People are gonna
but that doesn't
jump
mean,
in even more.
Doesn't mean that you cannot come out and ask. You will get some people who can lighten up, and maybe they can help fight and say, hey, you need to stop making content like
I
this.
disagree. I think the way is to ignore it, or even I think either ignore it or like feed into it. You can't
into it?
Yeah, you like, oh, give me more, come at me more.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't give into it. If you give into it, they do it more because that's what they feed on. That they feed. Oh, this affects you. Oh, watch this.
For me, then I wouldn't. If someone said to me, "This is bothering me, like mentally affecting me," I would not be okay with going further on it. I would say what I had to say and move on.
That's you though.
Yeah.
A lot of people would, oh, this is bothering you. Watch this. I can bother you more.
They can bother you more, and
that's what I'm saying.
they would trying to capitalize as much as possible on that.
And by acknowledging that it bothers you, you bring shine on them too. Because everybody
Yeah.
was like, oh, what's bothering her? Let me look up this Lin Ji-ho, whatever
Yeah.
his name is,
Yeah.
and see what he's saying. Nah, you
Mhm.
either ignore or like you come back fighting. Like she gave up. Like we have to stop
Mhm.
idolizing. No, I'm not saying we glamorizing giving up, but like I gotta stop feeling bad for her. We gotta feel bad for her family, not for her. She's not here anymore. That's it. It's a wrap.
Statement has reignited discussions about ethics in entertainment, media responsibility, and the pressures faced by celebrities. The situation with gold medalist and Kim Soo Hyun remains unclear, but the way the agency handled the legal dispute will undoubtedly continue to be scrutinized. Meanwhile, Lee Jin-ho's role in shaping the public narrative about Kim Sae Ron raises important concerns about how media personalities should be held accountable for spreading misinformation. What do you think about this controversy? Do you believe gold medalist and Kim Soo Hyun should have done more? Should Lee Jin-ho face consequences for his reporting? Let's discuss in the comments below.
Okay. Is there another video?
Yeah, I think there's a couple. Kim Soo
feel like
Hyun's
that's not
faces
the
global
first
backlash.
time.
Let's skip this one.
I feel like this is
Same
not the
shit.
first time people are asked this question, like, what is the media role in terms of mental health?
Data without
But
context.
that comes with the freedom of speech, though, and freedom of press.
Yeah, but this is not gonna be the first or the last time people argue this.
No, I know, but and people are trying to silence the press.
I don't think you
can't.
can silence
You shouldn't
them.
silence them.
I just think, you know, you can do the best what you can do to try to kind of get the media to move on to something else.
Yeah, and by either you do that by ignoring, getting out of the.
Well, I don't know. This is like how many weeks now on this topic?
No, well, this topic is because the guy was a PDF, so that's why the topic is going on. Like her death. She passed. We kind of didn't talk about it then. It came out that he was a PDF, the grooming allegation. That's why we back talking about it. So that's what this is about him. Kim Soo Hyun, that's his name. But anyway, yeah, let's see. Kim Soo Hyun's agency accused of trending Kim Sae Ron over a Queen of Tears. What? Before her passing? I don't know.
This situation with Kim Soo Hyun's agency and the late Kim Sae Ron's family is getting even more intense. And honestly, it's heartbreaking. Kim Sae Ron's family has revealed that she received 2 certified letters from Kim Soo Hyun's agency before her passing. And get this, one of those letters allegedly threatened that if she posted photos or contacted anyone from the agency, she'd have to compensate Queen of Tears for damages. Like what? People are confused. What does this K-drama
Who's
even
Queen
have
of
to do with
Tears?
this situation? And why was the agency so focused on it? Netizens are calling the agency cruel and inhumane for the way they handled this. And to make things worse, Kim Soo Hyun himself allegedly ignored a text from Kim Sae Ron, where she literally asked him to save her. Her family is now considering legal action against
To-
Kim Soo Hyun,
To
and
what?
this whole thing is raising so many questions.
To save her?
Oh, to save her.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you guys think? Should Kim Soo Hyun be
What do I think about this? I mean,
She went to him to say save her. I guess everything was getting too much.
and they threatened her to sue her if she releases photos, I guess, of them dating, I'm assuming.
I think it would have been best if he did saved her.
Well, he didn't know that she was gonna off herself.
Yeah, but those photos wouldn't have came out.
Yeah, but she's basically blackmailing him. Do you give in to blackmail? You don't.
The photos is a view with a
This is-
minor. If that's the
This
narrative,
is such a funny, not funny, like a fucked up situation, because like he's blackmailing her over her blackmailing him, basically. Like they're blackmailing each other. They're playing a game of chicken. Who's gonna blink first? Because like I guess she blackmailed him. Well, not like
Oh,
blackmail him,
he's-
but she said, "Oh, I'm gonna release the photos or something,"
yeah.
and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna sue you if you release the photos." So it's like they both playing a game of chicken. Who's gonna? It's so.
So her releasing the photos was her way to get out of the debt,
I
or
don't
for
think
I
she-
think
I
the
don't
more
think she would have gotten out.
the mental anguish with everyone coming on her.
Would she get out of the debt? I don't know. Maybe potentially. Who knows? I mean, if she had released the photos, if she came out about the situation, it definitely would have gone different. I think.
Shouldn't she have played the cards that she have? She thought that was gonna help
She should
get
have.
herself saved.
I definitely think she handled the situation wrong. I think she shouldn't have taken her own life. I think that's
Yeah,
that's
that was
that
poor choice.
that's horrible choice. There's definitely, especially since she was there. Maybe she didn't see it being wrong that she was groomed, Stockholm syndrome and whatnot. I don't know, because
But her releasing the photos was to show what?
that she was groomed. I guess that they were dating when she was at illegal age.
To get the media to talk about him.
Well, I mean, honestly, there's multiple ways to look at it. One, yeah, kind of switch the narrative. Two, she could have sold those photos and got paid and potentially pay off the loan too.
That's true.
I don't know, but kind of pointless talking about it now. She's gone. So, NewJeans legally recognizes contract valid and shocking update.
Right,
What?
guys, we've got some big updates on the
What?
ongoing legal dispute between NewJeans and Ador, and it's definitely heating up. Let's break down what's happening with this injunction, because it could be a game changer for the group. So, no verdict yet, but the judge has started asking some important questions, especially about NewJeans' March 21st performance, and if a new agency is involved. And here's the thing. NewJeans' legal team denied any new agency involvement, and even said they're not in a position to sign with one. This is huge, because it's the first time they've really accepted that their contracts aren't officially terminated. Now, why does this matter? The judge asking these questions about tampering.
But that's not really acknowledging that your contract is invalid, though. They're saying I'm not in a position, which could mean multiple things. Could mean we're not. There's too much. We want to settle the lawsuits before we go. Like, doesn't mean the contract is valid. Just means that we're kind of not in a position. Just means like we're not ready, or I don't know.
How they not ready? They out and about, going to
I don't know.
concerts.
To me, that saying, if that's what she said verbatim, we are not in a position to sign with a new agency, does not constitute saying, oh, our contract is still valid, that's why we're not signing to them. I just don't get the. I'm not saying that that one implies the other. I don't get it. Do you?
Yeah, I agree.
You think it implies it?
No, I
Oh,
agree. I don't
okay.
think it does imply that.
Is pretty serious. Ador's side claims that former CEO Min Hee-jin had a major role in NewJeans, trying to terminate their contract early.
Now, unless something is lost in translation or we are not hearing part of the quote, so far I'm not getting the admission.
Talk about some major drama behind the scenes. Ador claims that Min Hee-jin was secretly planning to form a new company with NewJeans, based on KakaoTalk messages. They argue that NewJeans wasn't even the one directly submitting the contract termination papers, but that it came from Min's side. But NewJeans' team fired back, saying that Min was a huge factor in their success. But Ador booted her without consulting the group, that they say was a breach of duty. So, now we're waiting to see if Ador can actually prove that NewJeans and Min were actively colluding behind the scenes. The burden of proof is on them to show real evidence. This could seriously sway the case. At this point, it's all about whether Ador can show clear evidence of tampering before NewJeans' notice to terminate. If they can, the injunction might go against NewJeans. But if not, we might see a very different outcome. What do you guys think? Do you believe?
I don't feel like we got any update here.
No, not really. Only
No.
like this phrase
Yeah, this doesn't
that they
really.
were not in a position to sign a new
Yeah,
contract.
that doesn't mean nothing to me.
No.
Yeah.
That was pointless.
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord. And as always, share as much kindness as possible.